Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. To me, it's just Thursday, but I'm not hating on the Valentine's Day people out there. So happy Valentine's Day to each and every one of y'all. That is true. Well, first and foremost, I have to give props to the it couple themselves. Yes, Ms. and Maurice. I love them too. Their TV show is hilarious. They have a beautiful daughter, Monroe Scott. I mean, like, I'm a huge Miz fan, and I was always a big Maurice fan. So, like, that's one of my favorite couples right there. So, I hope y'all were enjoying your Valentine's Day, your first ones as parents. But I will also say this: it's not always as cracked up as it is working with your significant other. Some people's experiences vary from person to person. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. It may not be all of this cracked up to be. Wow, how could you skip the it couple? But either way, either way, I shall proceed. Um, my next couple to make the list, I got to give it up to the first lady and her Mister. Of course, I'm talking about the $1 billion princess herself, Stephanie McMahon, and the COO, Mr. Paul Levesque, aka Hunter Hearst Helmsley, aka Triple H, aka one of the founding members of DX, aka Mr. COO, aka I can keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going, but I'm not going to. Exactly. You knew where I was going with that. But definitely got to give it up to the first couple of wrestling. So, well, they're not the first couple, but they're the one of the biggest couples in wrestling. So, much love there. And also, I'm not going to be leaving you without this one. And this is one of the most obvious ones. Y'all already know my feelings about these people. Y'all already know that I've been down with them since day one ish. You know, I've been down with Mr. Jimmy Uso, aka Jonathan Sola Fatu, and Miss Naomi, aka Trinity Fatu. I love them. I love watching them together on Total Divas. I love seeing their interactions together in the ring. And I know she will snatch me bald if I don't say I didn't like her. So, also, once again, props there. You know, I really, really, really wish I had an answer. I'm not sure of exactly what happened. And to get facts straight, it was Naomi who was driving, or should I say Trinity who was driving, not Jay. So I was wondering if she got lost traveling the wrong way down a wrong way road. I mean, yeah, that can definitely happen. It can happen to any of us. I mean, for real, we're about to welcome him to the USO penitentiary, but he also bailed out. So, not really, but really. I can actually name a few current ones. You also have Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae. You also have Lana and Rusev. And of course, you have the yes man himself, Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella. They're still a hit couple as well. So there's tons of other people I can keep going on and on and on. Tommaso Ciampa and Goldie. That relationship seems to work out very well for him. But, sorry, I had to throw that one out. You know what I mean. The Canellis the Canellises are still signed. Yes, they're on 205 Live if you don't watch the show, which obviously you haven't because you know that they're on 205 Live. But I had to make a little joke there about Champa and Goldie, his NXT belt. He calls her Goldie. I had to point that out there. I saw a little meme earlier today and it had some power couples up there and it was just clutching on the Goldie like it was nobody else's business because that's all he has. And we're going to give Goldie some love too because she deserves some love and Champa deserves some love as well. Nope. No. Hey, that's long since passed. We already know the history there, and yeah, yeah, you can go ahead and say it. You just had to start with me, didn't you? Well, considering that most of my people I would choose would be already married, so that's kind of playing fantasy here. I mean, the number one on my list right now is one Andrade Cien Almas. Oof, I just have to say that. And I'm sorry, but that is one spicy tamale to me. Yes, sir. That would be number one on my list. And you could go ahead and we'll go back and forth. We'll do about four piece. You have four? Yeah. All right. So number two for me, he is still on the roster, but he's not currently active. Is going to be Roman Reigns. You know it was coming. Y'all know my love for him. Y'all knew it was coming. You listen to me, you know how much I love that man. Yes, Roman Reigns is definitely number two. All right. My number three is going to be, oh my goodness, there's so many to choose from. So many, so many, so many people, and so little time. So I'm gonna have to go yet again with another person who, well, he's on the roster, but he's currently out, and the only reason why he's out because of a recent injury. He got pulled from possibly one of the biggest matches in his career to date, and that's going to be Mustafa Ali. Mm, 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 mm. Correction. She, I'm sorry. Hold on. Hold on. Before you finish, I don't mean to cut you off there, but I think she has one of the best gimmicks in WWE. Period. Not just women. Not just for women. It's she's got the great gimmick in WWE. Period. And to round out the list, there's going to be there's a common theme here. If you haven't noticed, tall, of a darker complexion, long dark hair, and goatees. There's a pair of twins that really fit that description, but I'm not going to choose the twins this time. I love them to death, and you should know Jimmy and Jade. That's who I'm referring to if you haven't figured it out. But it's still going to go to another tall, dark hair, long dark hair with a beard, and that's going to be Drew McIntyre. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I am the chosen one. A Ruby Riot. Well, obviously, look at my list. I have I have a Hispanic, I have a Muslim, I have a Samoan, and I have a Scottish man. How much more diverse can you get than that? Hey, hey, I like all the colors of the rainbow. I'm equal opportunity like your employer is supposed to be. Well, I've been going back and forth on this a lot. Um, because there's a very, very, very strong push for Fire and Desire, which are Sonya Rose and or Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. Um, they've been doing a lot with them lately, and remember, they were just automatically announced and being thrown in this match without having to compete. So maybe it's because SmackDown is lacking in the women's division, or maybe just because of the fact that Raw has way too many women in comparison. But like, if you think about it, there are only five other women who are currently not doing anything on the SmackDown side of things in comparison to the other, like, what is it, 12 on the Raw side of things. So I'm unsure about that. But either way, I do have a strong pop for them possibly pulling away. That's my SmackDown pick. My Raw pick, who I feel should win, would be Tamina and Nia, mainly for one reason and one reason only. Tamina has yet to win a single championships since being in the company. Give her this one. She has deserved and earned one. If not anything else, if they turn around and lose it at Mania, then or at Fastlane, that's fine, but still give her a title. She has earned it. She needs one too. I do have something to add on that. Um, Sasha is injured. She has been pulled twice from the matches due to a shoulder injury. And so, therefore, entering the chamber first will be um, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, as well as Bayley and Sasha. So, if Sasha's injury is true, then if Bayley has to go it alone, I really think that that really slims the chance of them becoming the first ones to capture these titles. But however, it could all be just storyline. Maybe she'd be cleared, or if she is really injured, I don't know. But they have had to pull her for the last 2 weeks, basically ever since she fought Ronda Rousey, and that arm is messed up. Yeah. Sorry, I was having a hard time coming off of mute there for some reason. A little technical difficulties, probably because my fat sausage like fingers. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Um, but in this situation, it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, you really want the Usos because it's like, okay, I'm so sick and tired of them taking tag teams and throwing two random people together and calling them a tag team. And that was the issue that was plaguing Raw for so long. At least if you're going to throw two people together, then have them something that have at least something in common. So, with that being said, I was just like you. I was a lock for the Usos to actually win this title this weekend. But as you said before, I'm unsure. Maybe this will just kind of be like a slap on the wrist. You're responsible for your own actions, sort of thing, and possibly still let the Usos win it, or have them get disqualified and and Miz and McMahon retain or something. I don't know. This one was the one that was always been up in the air for me. So I guess I'm going to have to choose by default. I'm going to choose McMiz. Yes, that would be correct. Akira Tozawa had to compete in a fatal four way for this spot, fatal four way elimination style match, where he fought against Leo Rush, Cedric Alexander, as well as Umberto Carrillo, um, the newest member of the 205 Live roster. And with Tozawa actually getting the opportunity, I say in a way that there are more people for Tozawa to fight than it is for Murphy right now. Because if he's already gone through the look at the list of the people that he's already fought and beat. So I just say just do once again, it's more of a default thing that I would choose Tozawa. Just because like he can go up against Brian Kendrick, who he's currently aligned with. Arya Davari is about to be back in action, and you got Leo Rush who's still doing things. Um, Mike Kanellis. There's just quite a few people that I see being able to challenge Tozawa a little bit more for the title than I see Buddy Murphy, unless they finally might turn Gulak into a face and let him go up against Buddy Murphy. So that's the only reason why I'm going to say Tozawa. But like you said, you can't stop the unstoppable and the juggernaut's been a beast in Buddy Murphy. Well, what I say with that as well is if she does drop the title, then it's going to be due to some form of distraction. But then again, it could also be a cute way to introduce the other four horsewomen in this opportunity. Because remember, Riot has a squad. Wanda has the horsewomen. Mm, maybe. Let's see. And there's another pay-per-view coming up too. I told you who I picked. You didn't hear? Yes, that was my swerve and my curve. And my swerve and my curve goes to, of course, Ruby Riot because of the simple fact that you look at it and see her women are there. Sarah and Liv are there. They're there every week. Shayna is still down at the PC with Jessamine and Marina. So I'm thinking that Ruby could take it because of a little help for her friends. And then, oh, I was just gonna say one more thing, and not to mention that after this we have Fastlane still before we have WrestleMania. So just tossing that out there as facts. Ronda has not been defeated yet in singles competition, but if you think about it, she's gone through the horsewomen. She's gone through um, Naya and Alexa, so and Nikki Bella. Those are the only people that she has fought, really. for the title. So why not lose to somebody who's not affiliated with any of them? Well, I'm gonna take your place. I'm gonna go with Finn on this one because I think that Leo Rush is gonna eat the fall. He's gonna cost him the match. Yes, I think that Leo Rush is gonna be the one who eats the pin, and like barring further outside interference, then yeah, um, I think that Finn Balor is going to go ahead and take this one, and this will be his first championship that he's held since the first ever Universal title that he held for 24 hours. So to get him back in that main direction again, we already know that he's got the pop. Let's go ahead and put at least a title on him. And this one is going to be the one I'm going to agree with you on, Braun Strowman, all the way. Kofi has more than a shot. Kofi has like the spirit of 1,000 warriors behind him. Like, did you not hear the audience go bananas for Kofi after every single pinfall that he got? I mean, that standing ovation at the end of it all when he was finally beat by AJ Styles. I mean, just the whole thing. Like, he has not had this opportunity very, very often at all. So I'm going to have to pull a John Cena on this and say his time is now. I mean, if not now, then when? If not when, then why not? You know, it's like before this whole injury to Mustafa Ali, I probably would have said, okay, Daniel Bryan's walking away champion. Regardless of the other men that are in this match, I still thought that Daniel Bryan was going to walk out champion. Now, with that being said, and Kofi being in this match and putting on an excellent performance that he had, my pick has definitely changed, and I'm going to go Kofi. Yes. And a future WWE champion in Samoa Joe. Champions. Multi-time tag champion. Without capturing the main title. Jericho possibly. I don't particularly want to see that again. As much as I love AJ, and as much as I love Daniel Bryan, I do not want to see them fight for the umpteenth time. They talk about fresh matches, right? We had this whole thing. We're going to have new faces. We're going to have fresh matchups. We're not going to keep giving us the same old thing. So why are you going to give us yet again for the umpteenth time Daniel and AJ? Why? I'm just being honest here. As much as I love both of them together, and as much as I love them as a collective. They work so great together. They are both great characters. Like, be it Hugh or Face on either side, it works either way. But tell me, why must we keep getting the same two people over and over and over again that we just said that we were going to stop doing? Well, I mean, there's still plenty of time. So, but to talk about his accomplishments, he is a 3-time United States champion, a 4-time Intercontinental champion, a 5-time and longest reigning tag champion. That's just the ones that they have listed on here, and I don't believe this Wikipedia has been updated as much. He's tied for all time third and the most entries in the Royal Rumble with 12 consecutive entrants. He's won a Slammy Award, and they didn't do that this year. I was kind of disappointed in that. But he won the Tell Me I just did not see that moment of the year in 2012. That was when he was hand walking during the Royal Rumble to avoid elimination. Um, yeah, he's the list. He's got best gimmick. He was ranked number 20 in from the PWI in 2013 in the 500 best singles wrestlers. He's been named Tag Team of the Year 3 times. Once with R-Truth and 2 more times with Big E and Xavier. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on and on. So I had to at least just throw that out there in celebration of February and Black History Month. I was going to give a moment of Black History lesson with Kofi Kingston, who is not from Jamaica. And if you didn't know that, you know now. He's from Ghana, West Africa, and I still got to give him the props. And yeah, if you didn't know that he originally started from Jamaica, then you know now.
Well, that pretty much wraps up all of our topics tonight. Definitely can't wait to watch that tonight. Once again, for all you guys who listen to us out there, happy Valentine's Day. My final thought is not really much of a final thought. You guys, whatever you guys are doing out there, be safe, have fun, and don't do anything.
My final thought, I'm not sure she's even listening, but I would like to wish my big sister a very, very, very happy birthday. I know this one is a big one for you, but I'm going to not put you on blast and put your age out there because I know that's a no. But Leslie, I love you, and I hope you have a happy birthday and a very happy Valentine's Day.